Without hesitation, I can say this is the single most exciting opportunity I've ever come across.
The people with the intellectual property and the big ideas, we're all starting to congregate.
Dealer.com and Seventh Generation started as very small businesses. There are dozens of those businesses to lead Burlington into the future.
We're always looking for that cutting edge, the newest trend or technology that's out there.
You don't realize what you have. We've seen other cities that are trying to do this. You have it.
It's really going to allow us to do things not just now, but 20 and 30 years from now, things we can't even imagine yet. You know, you'd introduce yourself to somebody and you say, hey, Nicholas Martin, Burlington Telecom, and they kind of give you the look of, oh, I'm sorry.
City Council had discovered that we had violated 2 or 3 of the constraints of the Public Service Board.
The business was hemorrhaging cash at the time. It couldn't become self-sustaining quickly enough.
I understood why they were concerned, and I was concerned. I think anyone in Burlington was concerned. It was in the newspaper every day. I think the tide of that really changed with the city capital settlement, which showed that we could turn, the financial structure of Burlington Telecom around.
It caused us to redouble our efforts in the 2 areas that we believe were superior: symmetrical bandwidth and customer service.
You can have a good sales team, you can have a good customer service team, but the network has to perform for that service to be great.
I don't know all of the history. I know what's here and now, and I'm looking forward.
The real core differentiator with what we have here in Burlington is the fiber optic network.
Burlington is one of the few cities that have municipal fiber. So many cities have tried to get it, and they failed because of one political stumbling block or another.
Communities that put in fiber tend to create more innovation and more growth in the economy.
There are limitless opportunities in education, in business, in government, in the ability to bind together and really leverage and position our area as a key tech player.
In its simplest form, fiber optics works with pulses of light. So you have fiber running from point A to point B, and as soon as data gets transmitted from point A to point B, it's going to move at the speed of light, like lightning.
We're talking about 1 billion bits per second today, or referred to as a gigabit, which is just a monstrous amount of bandwidth.
And that's to our houses. Netflix flies on that.
People are increasingly doing everything in the cloud. Uploading speeds are becoming as important as download speeds. We can put a symmetrical gig into every home that we connect in Burlington.
It's a whole new world once you reach that level of speed. And we've seen students go out in a year or 2 after working for big companies or big government. They want to come back. They realized how good it was here.
And we're providing an opportunity for those of our children that don't want to leave the state to remain in the state.
Burlington Telecom and the internet that we have here in Burlington is a diamond in the rough. It's a hidden gem. You don't realize how capable this network is until you're actually on it.
We will fix the actual problem before any of our competition could.
They are right here in town, which makes it so much easier for that same day turnaround.
We will provide support for things that other companies won't. Their own personal routers that they've purchased or their own personal televisions.
And they care about your internet. They really care about the fact that you're happy.
Nick is actually taking these calls weekends, whatever.
Driving from his cabin, which didn't get cell service, to the nearest town that got cell service.
He was like, we'll be right over. And they did. They came over and what I call they hooked us up. Everything.
The thing I'm most proud of about this place is we try harder than any other company to make sure that our customers are happy.
It's good to be able to make a profit and be a good community citizen, that both go absolutely hand in hand.
Things you can do here you just don't see in bigger cities, or even similar sized cities.
From anywhere on the marketplace you can hook into Wi-Fi.
We get to run by these mountains and run by the lake and run on the waterfront.
I've had the joy of being able to work with a bunch of different restaurants.
We trust our local providers, not only with food, but everything else local.
You're not going to find the kind of internet in Burlington that BT has with anyone else but BT.
I have more faith in them, no matter what has happened in the past, than I would ever in one of the big corporate giants out there.
A lot of these different companies, they all have an agenda. And I think for BT, Burlington is their agenda.
Oh, I love Vermont for so many reasons.
The mere fact that you have the quality of life in Burlington, plus the gigabit internet here with Burlington Telecom, just creates this package of amazing.
And Burlington has this amazing asset that is going to carry us for the next 50 plus years.